everyone, and welcome to my Friday's video of candles and tarts that I've burned and melted over the week. And you are going to notice that I have been trying out a lot of candles this week, and I just lit them now so you can see them. I'm going to get all different kinds of scents mixed together in a few moments. I'm going to start with my tarts. This week I had off. Well, I worked 2 days this week, a day and a half, I should say. So for the most part, when I'm home during the week, I love to burn my candles. When I'm not home much, I'm melting tarts. As weird as that may sound. So I'm going to get right into the tarts, and I have been melting 2 tarts in my son's room this week. One is pumpkin cornbread from Kim's Tarts, or Tart Candles by Kim. And I did a video on my top 10 picks and stronger scents and things like that for Kim's Tarts, and this was one of them. It wasn't in my top 10, but it should be. This scent, I love pumpkin scent. This scent is a sweet bread scent. You can smell the sweetness of the cornbread and the pumpkin with the scent, the spices of cinnamon and nutmeg. It's really a well-balanced, perfect blend to make pumpkin cornbread. It's amazing. And I use like a half a tart in my son's room. I could do a fourth because it is really strong. And I've used up 1 tart already in his room. Delicious. Orange caramel crumble from Kim. This I used in my son's room as well. And it's got the orange scent, but it's not like a fresh orange. It's an orange bakery scent. You know, obviously it's in a crumble, like a cakey kind of mix. So you've got that orange cake mix with some caramel scent in it. And you can smell the caramel. It is a good scent. I, again, use a fourth to a half. These have been in my son's room, these 2 scents. So that's what I was melting in his room this week. Awesome scent, though. Not super, super strong, but in a smaller room, perfect. Larger room, no. In my larger space, I was melting blueberry cheesecake because I wanted to see how this was going to play out because it smelled a little bit artificial, but it really isn't. It's sweet blueberries with a little bit of a mixture of a creaminess to it, which would be the cheesecake. I don't get a whole lot of cheesecake in it. It's not a lot of creaminess, but it's really an awesome scent. The blueberries are really sweet, but it's not like a fresh picked blueberries because that creaminess of the cheesecake just blends it out to just make it a nice bakery blueberry scent. Awesome. And what I don't have here is strawberry white cake. I forgot to take that out from Kim's Tarts. That I could not stomach. When I had it in, when I just took it out of the bag, it smelled like plastic and artificial strawberries. When I put it in my warmer, plastic. It smelled like plastic all the way and artificial strawberries. I have 2 tarts left, but I just cannot melt it in my home. I don't know, maybe if it just is a bad mixture, because I know a lot of people rave how awesome that scent is, but all I smelled was plastic. So I might try to give it one more shot, though, because I do hear from a lot of other Kim's Tart lovers that it is an awesome scent. And like I said, sometimes you just get a bad batch. I've been melting 1 scent in my bedroom from Party Light, and this is vanilla mint. And as you can see, I've been using a lot of this scent because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cubes that you can get out of this. This scent is a perfect mix of a vanilla with mint. To me, it's relaxing. It's very strong with the mint, but you get a little bit of that vanilla to kind of make it creamy, not so minty. But it's heavily on the mint. But like I said, that vanilla just makes it like, it reminds me of a spa scent. That's just me. Don't, you know, my spa scent totally different than other people's spa scents. So to me, this is a spa scent. To me, vanilla mint. Awesome. Love it. Highly recommend it. I tried my little candle in mint chocolate from Slatkin, and I do not like these holders that they're giving out. It takes a long time to get an even pool of wax. And yes, I just lit this maybe 10 minutes ago, but it's a small candle. It shouldn't take that long to make a pool of wax. This takes I would say an hour and a half to 2 hours before it's an even pool of wax, because it's already starting, as you can see, on one side, because the bottom of this is not flat at all. And I have even taken this out of the holder and just laid it down on like a little plate, and it still took a while. It wasn't an even pool of wax. It took a long time for a small candle. But besides that, the scent is amazing. Everybody knows mint chocolate. It smells just like mint chocolate chip ice cream. So if you like mint chocolate chip ice cream, mint chocolate you are going to love. It's awesome. It's strong. Amazing. I think I will get into one of my older candles before I get into the newer spring scent. Over here I have Holiday Gumdrop. Amazing. Amazing. As you can see, it's still trying to get an even pool of wax because I just lit these. Sorry, my cat, where is he? Coco Pop! Coco! Coco! He is going nuts playing with that thing on the floor, the cover. See, every time I'm not looking, he's playing with it. He's funny. Anyways, this is an awesome scent. Very strong. It smells like cinnamon and peppermint bark with a little bit of a sugary sweetness to it. So I really enjoy it. When I first started melting Holiday Gumdrop, I'm thinking to myself, it was strong and pleasant, but I'm like, I'm just not getting gumdrop. But the more I burn it, the more I'm getting the effect of a gumdrop, because I don't think gumdrop has peppermint bark in it. But anyways, it's cinnamon and peppermint bark that you smell with a little bit of sugariness. It's a nice, sweet candle. It really is. And that cinnamon just rounds it out to be a strong scent. So I do enjoy that scent. I really do. I'm trying to melt it down because I was melting that on the cold days. We're having crazy weather. You know, one day we got snow, the next day it's like 52 degrees or 58 degrees or whatever. So it's just been crazy. So I try to melt with what the weather's like. Next, I have Sticky Toffee Pudding, which was one of the winners. And I bought this a while ago and I just started using it. This scent is super strong. If you love toffee, you will love this scent. The toffee is really strong, mixed in with like a bready pudding. That's what it smells like. The toffee with bread pudding. That's the scent. Sometimes, though, I have to admit, if it's burning too long, it almost smells like burnt toffee. I don't know why. It just did, and I had to blow it out. But when I first light it and it's going for like an hour, it smells awesome. But after that hour, I just kind of almost smell like a burnt toffee scent. Like I said, it could be my nose. I've had a crazy, crazy week with candles. But I do like it, though. It's just, like I said, after an hour or so, I have to blow it out because it just smells a little burnt. But at the beginning, it smells awesome. Next is Toasted Pistachio Delight. And this candle is a medium scent. It's not super strong. You can smell toasted pistachio with some vanilla is what I smell with that candle. I love pistachio, no complaints. I wish it was a little bit stronger, but it's a medium scent, so this would be one that I'd light in my office. So, you know what? For the most part, for these two winners, I really liked the idea of how they picked, I didn't get the third scent, how they picked 3 winners for making their recipes into a candle. I think that was an amazing idea, and I really do enjoy the scent. Like I said, this one's a little bit softer scent, so it goes in my office. The other one is a stronger scent, which can go into a large room. Okay. Over here, I have Yankees Almond Cookie. Amazing. And it looks messy because what happened is after I blew it out, someone moved my coffee table in the sunroom and the wax went up on the side. But it melts so evenly. I love it. I love these tumblers. I cannot rave enough about the tumblers. Like I said, just pardon the messiness around the side because normally it's not like that. It's like I said, somebody just moved the coffee table right after I blew it out, so the wax just went all over the side. So I'm hoping that by melting this, that was last night actually, by melting this now, it will kind of bring that side down a little bit. But it smells exactly like an almond cookie. Super strong, sweet. You get the cookie and the almond. It's not like you get like straight up almond. No, you get an almond cookie. It is definitely a bakery scent. It is like pulling an almond cookie out of a bag, or going into a bakery and grabbing an almond cookie. It almost reminds me of a macaroon with the almond. Really delicious. Awesome. Love, love, love that candle. And I probably should have picked up more because it is such an amazing scent. Okay, here are the 3 newer ones. I think I can put this down now. From Slatkin for their, oops, sorry, I'm moving you all over the place, for their spring line. And I will be getting more coming in soon. Bahama Fizz. I have to say I'm not having the greatest luck with the Bahama Fizz and the Coco Lobo with melting. The wicks are not as great. Okay, Bahama Fizz is an amazing scent. I can smell the, I think it's kiwi and bananas and rum is what I pick up out of this. It is a very tropical drink. Bahama Fizz is a tropical drink. When you melt this candle and I like go into the sunroom and I walk in, it just reminds me of a tropical vacation with that fruitiness. So you get all these island fruits coming out at you with a little bit of touch of spiced rum. It is awesome. But I have to say that it was not melting very well. And this, on the sides, you can see up on the sides over here, it didn't melt down all the way. And I was melting this for 2 hours. And these normally, like, you can tell the difference. Okay, look, I melted these all at the same time. Look at Holiday Gumdrop. It's only got a little bit over there on the left to melt, and then it's an even pull of wax. Okay? Look at that one there, the Sticky Toffee Pudding. That's melting down pretty good. It's, you know, it's getting there to an even pull throw, even pull throw. These, look at how longer it's taking to make an even pull of wax. And I'm burned these all at the same time. You know, I lit them all at the same time. This one I'm having trouble with the wicks. So I'm going to see what happens. I only did it for 1 day, and then I was just very frustrated, so I'm going to see. It was just a little bit on the side. It wasn't a lot. But the flames, as you can tell, are not really that high compared to Holiday Gumdrop or Mango Beechwood. So the scent is amazing, though my melting right now is not so good. Hopefully I can save this candle. Look how long this is still taking for this mini candle to be even on the side. And that's because of this little, well, actually it's not, because like I said, it takes me a while. Let me know how long it takes your little candles to melt across, because I'm having a really tough time. And look, it wasn't even evenly melted over there. And I took it out of this little warmer. I mean, this little holder. So I do love Bahama Fizz. I love the scent. It's strong. It's fruity, tropical, amazing. I'm not sure about the wicks. Now, Mango Beechwood. Oh my goodness. This scent is awesome. I get sweet mangoes, big time. And I believe there is pineapple in there. You get a little bit of touch of pineapple. So you get the sweetness of a mango, a little bit of pineapple, and the cedarwood, which scared the heck out of me at first, actually rounds this candle off perfectly. That cedarwood gives it a little bit of a woodsy note to it, but not an overpoweringly scent. You know, not an overpower woodsy or earthy scent. It just blends this candle perfect. I think if it was just mango pineapple, you know, it would be a regular Slatkin candle. No, the cedarwood makes this candle unique. I enjoy it a lot. It is just when you can smell this candle melting, it's just so different with the cedarwood. So if you're scared of cedarwood like I was, try it. You'll probably be pleasantly surprised. And it does melt evenly. Again, the size, that was me. I picked it up to move it. Wow. I'm very impatient. I picked it up to move it because I wanted to light another candle and the wax was not melted all the way. But look at the difference. I lit those two at the same time, Mango Beechwood and Bahama Fizz. Look at the difference in the wax pool. I just not too happy. And you can tell with this, look at the flames. Coco Lobo. Okay, Coco Lobo. Very low flames. Look at how long it's taking to even out that pool of wax. Long time. I'm having issues with this one big time. It is not melting evenly. Coconut Lobo is the only thing I smell is coconut and vanilla. That's all I smell. I love it. It's like a cocoa vanilla, kind of a little bit of a bakery scent to me. It reminds me of a bakery scent more than anything because of the way it's mixed in with the coconut and the vanilla. I don't smell any other notes. I know there's other notes in there. I don't smell them. I just smell coconut and vanilla. Now, I had this in my office, and it was a very light scent. It wasn't strong at all. It was light, and I think it's because of the way it's melting. I could be wrong, but it is not super strong. It is very weak to me, and it's such a shame because I love the scent. I absolutely love it. It's a very weak scent, and I only pick up 2 scents out of all the scents that are in it. And I can't remember all the scents, but all I pick up is coconut and vanilla. So, again, I'm going to show you. Look at the difference with the wax pool. Okay, Holiday Gumdrop is almost evenly melted. The 2 winners, the bakery winner scents, are almost, doing pretty good with, trying to get an even wax pool. The Mango Beechwood is doing good, but Bahama Fizz, and Coco Lobo, not at all. So, there's Cocoa Puff, of course. Yes, Coco! Nope, you're going to smell the candle. So, that is my Friday candle/tarts that I've been melting for the week, and I went into a little bit more of a description on how everything is melting because I'm just having a tough time with the new spring line. I will try some more candles with the spring line and see how they melt. Let me know if you're having any issues at all with the new spring line from Slatkin. I know they changed the hours of melting time. I know they're only like 30 to 45 hours now instead of 40 to 65 hours. Like Holiday Gumdrop is 40 to 65 hours. The newer spring line is 30 to 45 hours. But look at how long they're taking to melt down. I don't understand. So anyways, I guess this is a rant video as well. It's supposed to be just what I've been burning and melting over the week, this past week, but I just had to go on about some of these candles because they smell awesome. Like I said, the Coco Lobo is just weak for me, but I love the scent. Just a poor wax pool. Flames are very low. Bahama Fizz, poor wax pool. Flames are low. Mango Beechwood, flames are high. And then the little one here, this poor little one is so, it's so tilted. I mean, look, and it's a small candle. That thing should have been, like, even a long time ago, not Holiday Gumdrop. So anyways, I'm bouncing you guys all over the place. So, thanks for watching. Please let me know how your candles melted, if you've melted any of these scents, and let me know what you've been melting this past week and what you're melting now. So hopefully this video was not too crazy for you. I had to do a little bit of ranting on some of these candles. So all in all, I love all the scents. I love them all that are in front of me. Awesome. Just some issues with some of the wicks and the pool wax. If I can only say that enough times, huh? So have a great Friday. Enjoy your day and go burn something yummy.